Could we forge an axe in just one day with no prior experience? I mean, how hard could it really be? We've built all types of insane things, and besides, it's been done since the dawn of time.
Merry Christmas and happy holidays from SideQuest Central. Hope you guys have a great new year and enjoy this video.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another SQC video. Today, we're gonna be forging an axe.
Now we're not really sure how we're gonna do this yet, but we're gonna figure it out.
Let's get into it. So we're gonna need a few things in order to build and forge this axe.
We've been doing some research and we really only need three main components: air, heat, and metal.
So for these three components, we're gonna use a hair dryer to funnel the air through this metal pipe into the center of our fire, which will be extremely effective and extremely hot.
In order to generate enough heat, we'll be using this blowtorch on charcoal and reach temperatures hot enough to melt steel.
And here's the metal we found in an abandoned railroad.
I'm Ryan and you're watching Disney Channel.
All right, let's get building. We need that.
I've always wanted one of these. All right, our plan is to use a bunch of these, line them up, fill it with charcoal, and we can kind of just shove our rebar into there. All right, so we got the 4 bricks to make our crucible type of thing out of. We got these to put at the end. Charcoal can't melt steel beams, man.
So we got quite an assortment of items here. All right, so we're stacking the wood. We got a bit of an assembly line going here. Once the fire was burning hot enough, we started to shovel some of the red hot coals into the cinder blocks. We wanted to form a sort of furnace with them. We let it sit for about 20 minutes and it did nothing.
Oh, we've decided to go for a different approach. It wasn't burning hot enough.
Busting open the blocks, scooping out the charcoal, blowing the air in.
That way all of the hot coals that we put into the cinder blocks would now be back in the fire.
Who's that?
Shouts. The fire department.
Oh no. Oh, that's red hot. Okay, come on. Come on.
We noticed quickly that the rebar was basically melting because we had gotten it so hot. We started to think maybe rebar was not the right metal, but we still wanted to give it a couple more chances.
Oh my god!
Wait, we were melting steel. This is molten steel, bro. That's a lot of steel that just melted off there.
Yeah, so all of that work we did forging was for nothing. So it meant we needed to try something different.
So
Snowing.
can we build a sword? Verdict: no. No, we cannot.
Not possible.
What we did learn today: charcoal does melt steel beams.
The next day.
All right, so we have a new design for the forge this time. Got the pipe coming in right through here, right into the center.
It's off center here. The pipe is catching the edge, so we made it like a toilet bowl spinning, so it'll be like a vortex.
So we're using the propane torch to heat it up. The smoke and the heat were building fast, but not fast enough, so we used carburetor fluid. We planned to use the railroad spikes tonight rather than the rebar. It was much less brittle and also it wouldn't break. We got masks, gloves, we got the prongs, we got propane, shovels, hammers, everything. That is not good. It appears we tripped the breaker by drawing way too much power.
Yo, get up! Oh, it's done.
Okay, so the first spike is in. Using the plate as our new anvil was much better for not only sound, but also the effectiveness of the actual hits.
We determined that we have to cut off like the head of the spike so that we could get the whole thing flat and pancake it out. By using the back of this, we're gonna focus all the heat right at the end of it and just keep. Ready? Oh yeah, ready.
We realized quickly that we stood a way better chance just simply hammering it flat instead of trying to cut it off.
A lot of the heat was coming off the top and it's rising, so we put a cinder block on top to trap most of it down. You can see it's shooting out of the sides. so I think it's getting a lot hotter.
We decided at this point to go for more of a dagger than an axe. We felt like it was the better solution to use for the railroad spike. Then we could go for the axe after we have a little experience.
All right, so we have it completely covered here. It is really airtight, and this is really getting the heat good.
Got all sorts of bottles going in the forge now. We're just doing some experiments. You gotta see what happens here. Dude, look in the core. It's like the sun again. Yeah. Yo, look how bright this shit is. Just through this little crack right here. It's like the sun.
We decided to leave it in even longer this time. It was a huge mistake.
No! It's okay, come on.
The fire was so hot that the head burned off. The head had burnt off, but we still felt pretty confident because for the first time in a while, we were actually making a serious dent in it.
Not ideal.
So the circuit got tripped again because, we're thinking maybe a hairdryer is not meant for something like this.
We continued to heat and hammer over and over again. It was flattening, but it was slow and inefficient. This cycle continued. We would heat it and hit it, but to no avail each time. We were beginning to lose hope.
No, it's sparkling.
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes!
Nothing was working. And now, even the glass that Gianni had put in the fire for fun had melted onto our metal.
What the fork is this?
We took it as a sign to just wait until the next day and try again. One final try to make this happen. But like nothing could go right. Something must.
Wow.
All right, so it turns out it's a little bit harder to forge an axe than we expected. A lot of trial and error, but we're gonna come back tomorrow and make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not easy, man. The temperature control, leaving the iron in for too long, but we're gonna do some research and we'll get it this time.
All right, to get the fire going, we're gonna pour some gasoline on her. Just a small amount.
There's a bunch of snow around it.
All right, so tonight we're really gonna try and get better with the timing of it all and not overheating it. Oh, yeah,
See this?
Why are you just working?
Why are you disregarding me?
Alright, third day, we're back. Feeling good about it. We have some new metal, carbon steel. It's a good one. It's really hard.
We placed the metal a little bit more outside of the heat tonight rather than directly in.
Gianni, my mom just yelled at me for being loud, and we haven't even started hitting anything yet, so.
We flipped it after 4 minutes so that the heat would evenly disperse. We let it cook for 9 minutes before taking it out. We had moved our anvil behind Ryan's shed to reduce the noise as much as possible.
All right, here we go.
Well, we just took it out of the fire. It looked glowing red hot. Brought it to the back. Colin started slamming it super fucking loud, and it didn't even dent a little bit. Yeah.
Here you go.
Beauty. Yeah, that's beautiful. Oh, wow. There's a glower.
Oh my.
We had heated and hammered at least 8 times by now, and we were doing nothing. So, we weren't really sure what to do. We were running low on charcoal, we were running low on everything. But we just kept trying.
Small pancake, big pancake. Small pancake, big pancake, small pancake, big.
We decided to give the bigger piece of metal one last chance. If we could make a dent and make a difference in it, then we would keep going. We actually started to really make a dent this time. We decided we were going to put it back in the fire for 15 to 20 minutes and get it molten hot. The same way we had with the rebar and the railroad spike.
What's going on over here?
That was the plan until Matt found the fire extinguisher.
Unlimited bag.
If something goes wrong, it's Matt's fault because he couldn't contain himself and got a hold of the fire extinguisher. That basically just the campfire.
Oh my.
Microplastics.
This is only less than 20 seconds later after the last clip. The backyard was literally like a fallout zone. Nobody could breathe, and we couldn't do anything. So, this was the end.
Guys, we tried. We tried literally everything to make this work.
You know, forging's really hard, man. It's truly an art, and we didn't have what it takes.
Yeah, we've built a lot of insane stuff, but this stumped us. It's the first build we've really failed.
You know, maybe we'll come back and try again one day, but it's definitely not going to be next video. What I can tell you about next video is it will be great, and if we do end up building something, it is definitely going to work.
Yeah, we're excited to see you guys next video. Please like and subscribe. Definitely leave comments below. Let us know how you like this video. Let us know what you want to see next. We'd love to hear feedback.
Thanks for watching.
See you guys.